What's up, Cameron? What's up, Cameron? Yeah, just trying to learn some new music. Trying to work on this. I think I like it better like this. Just playing around with it. Could be better, but we're still just playing with it. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, keep it up, Cameron. You'll do great. Yeah, just playing around with a scale, guys. Hope you all enjoy it. Yeah, I'm not doing any song requests, sorry. But this is a G, F, E, D, C. I think it's similar to a bunch of pop songs. But then I'm playing with the C hand, so. maybe something like that. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Music Hachio. Yes, yes. Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you guys. It's getting late, but I wanted to go on stream really quick. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me cut this on. There we go. There we go. Cool. I like to play music just to make people relax. Just very basic stuff. Like this is a F chord. Let's see. So F. Yeah, just some basic progressions. TFS. All right. Oh yeah. Well, I think just improvising is. Yeah, I just want to be able to sit down and play relaxing music. You know, like you could do something like. Maybe something like that. Violin player. Violin? Maybe the violin would. Maybe the violin could be cool. I think I messed it up. violin. Oh my God, 1%. I don't really know a lot of actual songs. I was trying to learn to Pachelbel in Canon D earlier. I was like, oh, Cameron's in there. Y'all are ignoring Chris. Oh, well, I mean, I guess they have the right to ignore me. Interesting. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about while they're in the room? Remember, I do try to actually offer a conversation to you guys. I don't know what other streamers do, but my attempt is to be genuine with the audience. The best I can. The best I can. Beautiful piano, thank you. If you like the piano, here is some piece I'm working on. It's like, guys, I'm not a professional piano player, so don't have those expectations on me. I wasn't trained, I'm just someone who enjoys playing. piece I'm working on. Very deep, beautiful flow here. Thank you. Very good. Hey, Alfie. Hey, Alfie, if you have promise on the piano and you have the opportunity, go for it, brother. That's what I would say. Just if you're going to do it, you know, put a lot of time in it. You know, I wish when I was younger, I was exposed to music and I could have actually done something with it. But now I just kind of play it just for therapy for these. But absolutely, Alfie, go for it. If you're showing promise and you're that young, just go for it. And just remember, the more work you put into anything, the better that you get. Very good. Go for it, brother. What's going on, Gunner? Welcome back. What is this? It's all right with you. Have you heard the... No, I don't know that. Oh, it's the refrigerator. I was like, what is that in the refrigerator? I do not know that song. No, I do not. You say it's really pretty? Very good. Oh, trust me, I have seen young men and young women play music that just blows my mind. Guys, I want you guys to understand this. I am not a professional piano player. I am someone who gets down on the piano and I think of little songs in my head, like stuff I write. And I just use the piano to express my inner monologue. It's like a sense of artistic creation. I will say this, there's a lot to be said to doing something that's original. You know what I mean? How many hours a day do I play? Well, back in the day when I was homeless, I would play a bunch of hours, a lot. Now, I try to get 20 or 30 minutes in a day, but I'm not actively reading music, and I'm not actively... Look, if you want to be good at piano, you need to study music theory, you need to understand tempo. I know what it's like, what it takes to be a professional musician, right? Because my brother is a professional musician. My brother is an audio engineer, and I wasn't willing to put in that work for that. So I did other stuff. So yeah, essentially, it's, hey, welcome back, Elsa, Cameron, everybody. Yeah, so I am a creative person in general. I like to do things like to keep my mind going. So for me, anytime you can play like on the melodica, anything that you can do to stay creative is a good thing to do. Do you have friends or family or just YouTube only? Well, go to my Instagram, America United 1776. I do have friends, I do have family. Guys, I've been doing a bunch of streams lately, and I'm trying to remember everybody's name in all the conversations, but I'm only going to be on for about 5 more minutes. This is only going to be a quick stream. Fun Train, Alfie. The best advice I can give anyone trying to do anything is put as much time as you can into it. The more time you put into anything, typically the more you get out. And that is it. Brian. Welcome back, Ryan. I know the I know there's a lot of people that do stuff on Saturday nights and stuff, but you got to remember, guys, I'm not as young as probably you guys think I am. So I have been spending a lot of time in my office, which is right here. This is my office. And I basically work all day, guys. I have one of these, little melodica. What is this? Boomer. Sure. Yeah, little melodica. Oh my God, what? You never, I'm sure you've seen a melodica before. Email. At least we got that done. I've always wanted one. Yeah. Well, I do have an Amazon store. I could send a link and give you a discount for one if you wanted. But yeah, melodicas are really good. If you play music, you probably could do better than me, because I'm more of a hobbyist that doesn't put a lot of time in it. Yeah, I guess the more you put into a fart, I mean, the better fart it will be. Sure. Good to know. Which instruments do you play? I don't think I saw that chat. No, it's pretty simple, guys. A lot of these live streams, people come in. I'm always interested in what the younger generation talks about in these streams. Well, I don't think I'm ugly, but I don't think I'm that good looking. Not bad for almost 40, right? Don't drink and don't smoke, kids. That would be my advice. Don't drink and don't smoke. Toes trucking, walk back. What did you realize? Piano, guitar, bass, drums, ukulele, and cello. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of instruments, brother. Well, if you're into it, you should get this book right here. I was given this book and I didn't take advantage of it, but it's the Professional Arranger's Composer Guide. This was given to me by someone who said if I took music seriously, I could do something with it. But I never really did. You said this year I've been to 16 funerals. Sounds like a lot of funerals. But here, let me show you a book, Alfie. Remember this. Russell Garcia, the Professional Arranger Composer. Because if you play all those instruments, remember, I don't read music, but it's actually going to show you build the following chords. Supposedly, supposedly this is somebody that was on the San Diego Orchestra when I used to live in California, gave it to me. But because I started a business and my business has taken most of my time, I don't really have a lot of time to dedicate to music. So instead, I'm dedicating on building a business. And a long time ago, I used to play a game online. I say a game online. If you look me up online, this is an interesting fact for you guys. Very good. Keep doing it, Alfie. Look, if you can write songs, keep pushing. Write every day. put as much time into it, because when you get older, you won't have as much time. So spend as much time as you can when you're younger on your craft. Okay? Q. Colin guy. Let's see. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, you can Google me. Breaking Ties. That's me. If you Google Chris Whitehead poker, I played poker right here. That's me. That's my profile picture. So one of the things that I got into was I started playing in poker tournaments, and I had some success in that. Oh, there's one of them right here that says unlock your potential. Ha 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 ha. I got a lot of clips and stuff on me online, but yeah, if you Google Chris Whitehead poker. Garden God, thank you, Alfie. Toes Truckin', that's a lot of funerals. That was me when I was working with Isotonics, me on playing poker. But yeah, just Chris Whitehead poker. That's me in a big tournament. So, wanted to show that to the chat because, yeah, I just think that's kind of cool. I'm actually pretty proud of that. I'm starting a business and I want to eventually win a WSOP bracelet. It'd be really fun to do that. I'm back. I say race, religions, and politics. I try not to talk about. Welcome back, Gordon. Etna, got my certificate completed. There we go. Spanos is there. Inbox. So let's clear this one. Bloop. Bloop. UFC, Spanos, Bloop. What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Sup, Alice? Hey, guys, what do you want to talk about? We got lots of stuff I can talk to you guys about. I guess I could go and do a poll if I wanted to. Let me put some music in the background. I really like Johann Sebastian Bach. That's probably my favorite music. It's 3:13 in the morning. 5 minutes ago. BMW Andy, Free Gaza, Inspirations. Interesting. It's cracking jack time. Not for me. It's a work time. Read books, get smarter. Want to see something cool? Watch this. My desk goes up. See my desk? It rises. Hey, I don't know if Cameron Porter can hear me or not, but I'm going to go into my YouTube on my computer here, and I'll do some typing if I can. But does it sound okay? Come in here in a second. Content, live. I'm live right now. So if I click this, I should be able to come in here and chat, right? Huh?
What am I doing wrong here? I thought I should have gone right into YouTube and done that. I feel like I should be able to go right in, view your channel. Okay, I think if I click on this one, I'll be able to see the chat. Yo, here I'm in here now. All right, yes, yes, yes. All right. There we go. Can I get modded? Maybe, Gordon. You can get modded, maybe. What's good, Chris? What's good? No, now I'm actually in the I'm in the stream right here. What's good? A lot of stuff's good, man. Somebody was giving away free dogs. They were Belgian Malinois. I was trying to get a dog. I wanted to get a dog for the stream. Malinois, always pronounce it. Yeah, so Sonny, what's this channel about? Pretty simply put, the channel's pretty simple. I'm an entrepreneur. I do business, and I just go on live to talk to the young men and the young women and talk to them about things, you know, pretty simple things. Sometimes I play piano, you know, and yeah, nothing crazy. More like a hangout spot. I feel like there's a lot of toxic stuff on YouTube, and this is a spot to actually ask questions and actually get. Oh, there's Delaney. Welcome back, Delaney. Welcome back, Delaney, one of my moderators. Guys, please keep it as appropriate as possible. Delaney is one of my young moderators. All I ask is that you keep it respectful, and if not, we'll boot you out of the chat. That's fair enough to ask, right? So, what are we doing now? Well, I wanted to put the camera up. Camera's right here. I gotta put the hat on today. It's about that time to put a tank top on. I actually think I'm gonna put a tank top on. Well, basically, I want to put a tank top on because I'm going to bed soon. Well, basically, I want to put a tank top. And we are back. Chris cracks coffee sometimes. I do crack some coffee sometimes. No, today's been one of those days where I've just had to do so much on the computer that I was fried in my brain. So I figured what better thing to do than to get on the computer even more and go live on stream. What's the ornament? Which one? Ah, dang it. What ornament? Which ornament? Which I got? What you mean? What do you mean, my ornament? What ornament? Like my bookshelf, though? What do you mean? Like my bookshelf, though? Over here? I don't think I have any ornaments. What you mean? Over here? I don't think I have any ornaments. What you mean? Ah. Yes, this is my dog. Yes, this is my dog. He has a little tray here. So this one right here. Yeah, that's my doggy. That's my dog. So, yes, yes, yes. What are you guys doing? We go over here into the chat. Let's take a poll. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Hi, hi. Go good game, Garden. Oh, that's cool. I was wondering what. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, my grandparents died of COVID in 2020, both of them in the same year. It's a crazy year. But essentially, I got this dog from them. It was in their office. And yeah, I've got my American flag. And for those of you who are in the chat, I am a patriot. So I was in the Navy for a few years. That was from my time in the Navy. And yeah, that's my poker case. You may not know this, but if you Google me, I'm on Google. I do poker tournaments from time to time. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm really proud of that, by the way, because like, if you Google my name right now, yep, shout out from London. See, if you Google right here, Chris Whitehead Poker, I pop up, and I was in an article for doing that. So I'm actually in the Global Poker Index. So I have an actual thing. So one of these days, I thought about streaming like a live poker game and just talking to you guys while I play. Be kind of fun. Like not a big one. It wouldn't be like a huge one, but maybe just kind of show you like what I think about when I play. For the record, I don't promote gambling. I think poker is a game of skill. Yes, you get lucky from time to time, but I think if you like business or you do anything that involves risk in your life, poker's a really good game to learn. Just for what it's working. Well, yeah, maybe one of these days I could. Well, the thing about it is, if you like math, oh, he says I'm 9 years old. Hey, Ronnie. So the thing about being 9 years old is this. Everything you do in life has a risk, but if you're good at math and you understand probability and statistics, it's a great game. There's a reason people retire, stop. Now, like, I'm not saying like just go play a bunch of cash games, but tournaments can be very good. But, get some experience in the world, have some fun, go out and explore the world. But, you know, oh, Delaney, thank you so much. See you later, Delaney. Bye. I love you. Stay good for our Earth and our America. Well, Delaney, I appreciate that. I do. It's kind of one of those things where it's like we only have one Earth. We only have one Earth, so to me it makes sense to try to like, I don't know, protect it. Let's see. Does these lights look good? Oh, another thing I talk about on this channel is I am a certified strength and conditioning coach. So if you're an athlete, somebody was asking earlier, I'm going to put a poll out here. What do you want to talk about? Topics for discussion. We're going to put nutrition, get big or lean, training, volume versus intensity. We could talk about stocks, investing, poker for my 9-year-old, poker, like math. And then we have, yeah, we'll talk about that. This just out, guys. There's a few things for your poll. Inspiration. I mean, inspiration is something good, guys. How do you stay inspired? Yeah, so if you guys want to add, we got nutrition get bigger. What is this? Poker math. Well, I can tell you guys some tips of how to get bigger because I was very small. right? When I started training. And I'm not like huge now. I'm not like some bodybuilder, but I got a lot bigger than when I was younger. And I tried a lot of different workout routines. And I can tell you exactly if you're having a hard time putting on size and you want to get bigger and stronger, I can tell you exactly how to do that because that was me. I wasn't the guy playing sports who had the big, strong physique. I was strong for my size because I grew up on a farm, but I had more endurance. I learned later on in life how to build more size, and I can share you guys how I did that. State. What is this? A fun fact. A fart cloud. So Silent One, how would you measure the dimensions of a fart cloud? And a cloud that's a fart would have became some type of methane gas, so wouldn't it have to solidify? Or are you saying if it was 48 meters thick, how are you judging the thickness? And I'm curious how you could sit on it because clouds themselves weigh millions of pounds in the sky, but due to the difference of the mass of the objects, it floats, kind of like a ship is very heavy, but in the water it's buoyant. Thus, a cloud is buoyant in the air. Sejuman Black, hi, bro. I am from India. Hey, welcome back from India. I took a poll up here on Crip on B Team. Great stream. Oh my God, you're all right. Inspirational. Guys, the best team to be on is the team that helps you make money, the team that helps keep you motivated. Um, Typically, a team that helps you stay strong. That's what you want to be on. Hi, hi, hi. Don't forget to vote, guys. We only got 6 votes in. So I am only as good on the channel. I'm only as good as the questions that you guys ask me. Slide this over. So I need money. Okay. So if you need money, the best thing that you can do is to create a side hustle. Please vote, everyone. Aliens. Yes, but you know it's not just eating nonstop. Yes, lifting weights and getting stronger and eating more food will get you bigger, but it's not that simple for some people because some people don't understand what types of food to eat. Some people don't understand how to train, and some people don't realize when you want to get bigger, you don't grow in the gym. You're very welcome. For example, if you look at John Merrick, which was Mr. Atlas, he was one of the largest, strongest people to ever be on Earth as far as an athlete in the United States. And he did a full body workout every other day. I actually am a big fan. If you want to be a bodybuilder and get super lean and all that, that's cool. But if you want to get big and strong, I think you should train your body as a whole unit, like upper body, lower body, or full bodies, and train every other day. Because you get bigger and you grow when you're not in the gym. Right. So, yeah, Cameron's into fitness. That's good. Cameron and I have talked a little bit about this. And again, you know, it all depends on what your goal is. If you want to get big and strong, fitness, pizza in my face. Well, I'll show you guys a hack. I will show you guys a hack. And if you do this, if you do behind the back deadlifts or conventional weighted pull ups, right? Regular pull ups, full body movements, and then you eat this. You take a bagel, like a Dave's Killer bagel, and then you put something like this, which is called cashew butter. You put cashew butter on bagels, right? And then you take that with a whole glass of milk. If you want to get bigger, that is what you eat. Cashew butter, right? Bagel, and organic whole milk. That will get you bigger. Take it for what it's worth. On that note, I'm thirsty. Yep. Stop worrying about all the protein and just eat calories. Especially if you're an athlete. You don't like milk? Well, learn to like milk. I do fast from time to time. It depends on my goals. If my goal, excuse me, I have a loud sneeze. If my goal is to get bigger and stronger, I'm not fasting. But if I've put a lot of food in my system for a long time, I will take periods. Well, I'll do a water fast just to clean my system out. Well, my waist is really not that big, but this is an extra large and you can see it's tight on my shoulder. So for me, I wear a 2XL width, right? Because I'm really wide, like I have my big back. My chest and my arms were always tougher to grow until I actually learned how to train. But yeah, I'm right now I'm 235 at 6'4". So I'm not the biggest guy, but when it comes to what I learned, how to put on size, I learned a lot over the years, and I can tell you guys this: peanut butter and cashew butter, stuff like this, nothing is going to put size on you better than upping your fats and your carbs, not your protein. Your snacks, apples, fruit, nuts. And when you lift weights, don't lift weights 2 days in a row. Lift weights, take a day off. Lift weights, take a day off. On your off day, stretch and work on mobility. Like, you can still do something physical, but go into the gym, train your whole body, right? That's funny. I do buy organic. As a matter of fact, these eggs right here, these eggs are from the local farmers. So I do eat a lot of whole eggs. You see how these eggs are different? I get organic fresh eggs from the local farmers. I get them 60 at a time. If all you did was eat a bunch of chicken, you wouldn't get that big, brother. You might get a little bit big, but don't just eat chicken. You would be lean, but if you want to be bigger and stronger, you need calories, man. You need calories. It's not just about protein, guys. It's about calories. You don't need that much protein. You want to eat a lot of protein when you want to get lean and stay lean. But if you want to be an athlete, like when I do workouts, I go to the gym and people think I'm insane. Because I'll do a workout where, I'll do like a weighted pull-up set. So I have like, I don't know, 45, 50 pounds strapped to my waist, and I'll do some weighted pull-ups. Then I'll go straight to the bench and hit 225. Then I'll go straight to the squat and hit 315. Then I'll go sprint. So I train more like an athlete and do circuits, and I train every other day. And days in between, I focus on stretching and mobility. Train to be an athlete, not a bodybuilder. Get your body to where it's stronger, run better, and you'll feel better. Yeah, you definitely need healthy fats, dude. Like this right here, peanut butter cinnamon swirl with vanilla. You also want cinnamon in your diet. Cinnamon and peanuts have resveratrol in it. In case you guys don't know, there's something called resveratrol. Resveratrol helps your cells recover faster from intense activities. And they sell resveratrol in the store for like $80 in a container. And I sit there and look at, there's resveratrol in peanut butter. So if I eat peanut butter and whole eggs, I'm getting more resveratrol than in the supplement. So it's like, learn what you need in food. What we got? I mean, I'll tell you right now, if all you do is eat meat, in my opinion, I mean, I know some people do the carnivore diet to lose weight, but if you train like an athlete and you're burning calories and you're not a bodybuilder, just eat carbs and fats, guys. Like, I mean, eat whole eggs, eat chicken thighs, potatoes, veggies, whole milk, and peanut butter will be your best friend. I'm telling you, peanut butter will do more for your physique for strength. Peanut butter. Obviously, drink water. And when it comes to snacking, instead of buying all this bull crap and all these, I see so many people getting all these protein powders and stuff. And look, I make a protein powder smoothie from time to time. What I do is I use frozen bananas. So I'll take bananas and I freeze them, right? And then I'll make peanut butter frozen smoothies. And then if you look at my fridge over here, when it comes to snacks, right? Cherries, eggs, egg whites, eggs, cheese, cottage cheese, egg. These foods are what's going to make you strong. What is this? Oh, I see. Reese's. Well, because the peanut butter I get, I like cashew butter, and I use different types of peanut butter because I understand there's mono and polyunsaturated fats, and depending on your ratio to mono to polysaturated fats, it's going to make your body perform better. So that's why. You're donating $100. That'd be awesome, brother. If you would like to donate to my channel, would love that. There is a link in the top of my YouTube profile. Feel free to use that to donate to my Venmo account. And I will continue to give you guys this information. So appreciate that. Baba Booey? That seems like a fair. Yeah, that seems like fair, but no, because I'm not actually monetized yet, I don't have the option. I don't have the option to do super chats and stuff, but I did put a Venmo link at the top of my YouTube profile. And if you do enjoy the content and the information I share, would appreciate it. Very good. Yep. So, it's kind of like this. Here's another thing you can eat. Chocolate. Dark chocolate. I am actually going to eat a piece of dark chocolate right now. Why? Can anyone guess why dark chocolate would be something good to eat before bed? Let me put this over here. What does dark chocolate have in it? Typically, lots of magnesium, lots of iron. Iron and magnesium before you sleep helps your central and peripheral nervous system to calm down, and that will do some good for your body. And what I mean by good for your body is it'll help you sleep, help you get that deep, dark REM. Yep, this one's got 78%. 78% is cacao. Very true. Show my six pack. Brother, I don't care about having a six pack. I do not care about having a six pack. I train to be performance based, brother. I got a little bit of abs showing, but if all you want to do is have abs when you train, just starve yourself and run a lot. It's easy to get abs. Easy to get abs. Easy to get abs. All you have to do is be in a calorie deficit. What's hard is being big, strong, and athletic and being able to do like heavy deadlifts, heavy squats, heavy presses, and still be able to run a mile and still be able to swim and do like stuff like that. Best advice I can give you guys is train like an athlete. Appreciate that, Porter. Like I said, if somebody wants to shout out their own channel from time to time, I don't care. Like one time. But if you're going to do it over and over again, I already know Cameron's got a hawk eye. Yeah, dark chocolate. Absolutely. You need attitude. Well, you do need attitude when you lift weights. I'll tell you right now, it's all in your brain. Like me, I like to do behind the back deadlifts. I actually saw a guy years ago. He was doing them. He became a WWE star. His name was Eric Bugenhagen. Really big fan of that guy. He was in the WWE. And in case you guys don't know, I used to be 300 pounds. I was a big power lifter, and I hurt my back. So I wanted to start deadlifting again. And he was one of the first people I saw do behind the back deadlifts. And I'm telling you, it's called a hack squat. He's probably he's a lot bigger than I am. He's a lot stronger than I am. But he's also a professional athlete. I'm not. But what I can tell you is training like he trains is the real deal. Training, training to become stronger is always the best way to train, right? Training to become strong. I don't get why people don't understand that. Like, if all you want to do is have big, flaty, inflatable muscles, yeah, eat a bunch of carbohydrates. That's great. And get a pump. But if you want thickness and you want strength, train to get stronger, man. Train like an athlete. You know, train like an athlete, eat like a bodybuilder, right? But if you want to actually be strong, I'm telling you, if you're on a limited budget, go to a farm and get whole eggs. Find a farm, get some raw milk, some whole eggs, right? Dark chocolate before bed, honey for your pre-workout, and get stronger. And don't go to the gym every day. I tell this to people all the time. Don't go to the gym every day. You can do something physical every day, but when you go to the gym, you're taxing your body. Your body needs time for it to recover. I'm a big fan of full body every other day or upper body, lower body splits. Thanks, Porter. Appreciate it. Shout out to Cameron Porter, always doing the greatest job on moderating. All right, Dustin, what do you want to talk about? So that's not all I talk about. Overdid it? Nope. People say that, but in my experience, it needs to be said over and over again because people just don't get it. Full body every day. Yeah. Joe, drink more water. Stop drinking soda. Every day make a little difference. Go for a walk, stretch a lot, move your body, and try to strength train 3 to 4 days a week. Probably 3. Full body, George, full body over splits. If you look at the history of weightlifting, you look at Charles Atlas, Steve Reeves, you look at the great bodies of the past before steroids were introduced, almost everybody trained full body. It wasn't until the steroids came in that people started using split body routines. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his day, Arnold used a full body routine to build his mass. Right? As far as how to feel better, apples, whole eggs, peanut butters, yummy foods, right? Stop drinking soft drinks, unless it's sugar-free. Well, I'd say full body 2 to 3 days a week, but you got to train hard. If you're just starting out training, you can train every day because you're not going to train hard when you first start out. The goal is to train hard and each session progress. The stronger you get, the more time it takes to recover between your workouts. So, exercise selection, a form of squat, a form of deadlifts, weighted pull-ups, some type of overhead press, some type of bench press or dumbbell press, pull-ups, dips, sprints. You can do all that in one workout if you want. As a natural athlete, you're going to want to have your work capacity. Don't just go in there and train your arms and your shoulders on their own day. You're not going to be an athlete doing that. Not in my opinion. I don't know one Division I football player or one real college wrestler or any explosive athlete. George, if you want what the textbook says, it's going to say 4 to 5 exercises, 3 to 4 sets, and it's going to say volume. Everybody's different, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about your sets. Don't worry about your exercises. All you need to do is get stronger. Weighted pull-ups, squats, deadlifts, and some type of press variation. And find out what part of your body you want to get stronger. Like, treat weightlifting like a sport. Get better and get stronger at the movements that you do. If you train every day and you keep getting stronger every day, train every day. But it's not how it's going to work. Eventually, you're going to get so strong for your body that you're going to need extra days of rest, right? So the best program is going to be what allows you, every time that you train, try to beat your last workout by some way, right? Yeah, you got to push your body in order to grow, and you have to actually rest in order for it to grow. If you're in the gym every day and you're not getting bigger, guess what? You're probably overtraining. People are like, oh, overtraining doesn't exist. Bullshit. Come train with me one session and tell me you're not going to overtrain, especially with legs. My legs were really big before my surgery. Guys, I'm only 235 pounds now. At my peak, I was 300. So just keep that in mind. But don't do all these burnout reps. Get stronger. If you get stronger, you will get bigger. Organic whole milk, better than whey protein. Now, if you just want to be really small and really lean, yeah. You just want to be lean and just be shredded all year round? Yeah, train every day. But I'm not trying to teach you to do that. I'm trying to teach you how to be strong and powerful. So if you're out with your family and someone tries to mess with you, you can break them in half. You know, train to be strong. What's this? How do I get better at pull-ups? You keep practicing pull-ups. You can do negatives. Grab a bar, do a pull-up, jump up, and then slowly lower yourself down. Get weight. Get you a weighted belt, right, from the gym. Put weight on your waist, right, and then hang there with 100 pounds strapped to your waist. Make your body, look, guys, Your body will get bigger and thicker if you eat a bunch of food and you get stronger. It's that simple. New subject. Well, well, look, it's not just about the milk. It's not just that it's milk. Milk has growth peptides in it. Organic milk from grass-fed cows has a lot of good stuff in it. It's got hormones like and peptides and IGF-1 factors. Whole milk is amazing at putting on strength and size. And keep in mind, you're going to put on a little bit of fat. Okay? So put on the fat, gain the size, right? Then get leaner. Simple as that. Get stronger. Um, slap the tip. No, actually, if you don't masturbate, right? If you, I'm a big believer in just like this book right here. It's called the Semen Retention Manuscript. I think if you don't release your energy, you become stronger. I have my reasons to believe that. Um, take this before bed. I'm going to get ready to go to bed here in a little bit, but this is GABA root, right? Somebody asked me earlier if they could donate to my channel. Go up to the top because I'm giving you good advice for trainer. I am a certified strength conditioning coach, but if you go to the top of my YouTube, there's a Venmo link. Go to YouTube, go to the top and give me a donation if you feel compelled to do so. If you feel like the information I'm giving you has value, which I know it does. This is GABA root. Helps relax you before bed. GABA, right? Take care of your body when it sleeps. Sleeping is when you grow. What else we got? George, it doesn't matter. Don't think of it like that. Don't think about how many exercises, how many muscles. Don't choose too many exercises, but just get stronger at basics. Haha, drink it with some coffee. What's a good career path? A good career path would be a business owner. Start your own business. If you don't want to start your own business, get a job in tech. You know, go do cloud analytics or something. You know. Yeah, but George, that's one of the things that that's one of the things that I would say when it comes to training, okay? Don't think about how many exercises, what do I need to do? What's the perfect program? Okay. You grow when you're not in the gym. Get you a notepad and find one or two exercises that you really want to get better at, like a weighted pull up. Weighted pull up, a row, a dumbbell press, a squat, a behind the back deadlift, sprints. Get your body to move faster and more explosive and eat food. Don't fall for this slow and controlled bullcrap. There is a time to go slow and controlled. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is force equals mass times acceleration. F equals ma. So the faster you can generate force, the more force you can generate with your whole body and your core, the more powerful and thicker your body's going to become. It's not how it works, George. It's not how it works. It's not how many sets. It's not how it works. It depends on the intensity of your. Is there a correlation between receding hairlines and tattoos? I don't know. You tell me. Do I have a receding hairline? And I'm 40 years old, motherfucker. Just kidding. I have no idea. I'm just playing. I'm just playing with you, by the way. I don't know. There could be a correlation. Gotta remember, guys, I'm 40 years old. I'm not a young chicken anymore. So it's like, yeah, so here's the thing. You don't have to drink milk, but what I'm saying is if you want to be bigger and stronger, whole milk has a lot of benefits. I'm not talking about the cheap milk. I'm talking about good pasteurized organic grass-fed cows not injecting with hormones. Look, if you don't want to drink that, you don't have to. I would say peanut butter will be your best friend. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Guys, I sneeze so loud. So, peanut butter, water, and here, as far as supplementation, there's one supplement I do recommend. I do recommend creatine. I think creatine's wonderful. Especially me, I don't eat a lot of red meat. I still eat a lot of meat, but I don't eat as much red meat as a lot of my friends. I enjoy a steak from time to time. I'll eat some grass-fed beef, but I don't eat pounds and pounds of meat. So what I do is I'll take, and I'll give you guys a thing here, right? Yeah, I'm 40. Yeah, I'm not I'm almost 40, right? So that's what I'm saying. For someone who's almost 40 years old, I think I look okay. And I've had surgeries and I've lost 65 pounds. I used to be a lot larger. But if I was trying to give me a plan, George, I can tell you're probably young. Here's the plan: get stronger, right? Fake beats, brother. These cost more than your beats, brother. This is a. You ever heard of Jabra? These are Jabra Evolve 2S's. These are a headset that I do for business, you dumbass. I don't use these for music. I use them because it has a microphone in it that's better than the iPhone. It's just crazy the assertions and how dumb some people are. But don't worry, just in case you were curious, here's my other fake beats. But don't worry, just in case you were curious. Gotta remember, guys, I work on the phone. I do business. This is my headset because I like it because when I take a piss, I can go take a piss and watch this. Watch what happens when I mute it. Da da da. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. That's why I like the headset because I take a piss all the time. So, George, your weightlifting plan is very simple. Eat food and get stronger. Get to where, how many pull-ups can you do with a 100-pound strapped to your waist? Can you do a single pull-up with 200 pounds strapped to your waist? You get to where you can do that. That's your workout routine. Don't look at the work. You guys are looking at workout routines wrong. Pick a movement that you need to get stronger at and just get stronger. And when you come back to the gym, try to beat your last workout. That's the goal. Now reverse engineer from that. Don't train every day. I mean, you could technically train every day, like you can work on something, but don't try to kill yourself every day, right? Every other day, full body, or day one, upper body, day two, lower body, day three, rest. That can kind of work because you're splitting your body. But if you just get stronger, your body will get bigger. It's like, it's not rocket scientist. You know, it's like if you can't do a pull up and you're like, what exercises should I do to get a pull up? Okay, grab a pull up bar, jump up there, and then lower yourself down. Get to where you can do 10 pull ups, 10 chin ups, whatever. Chin ups are fine too. Now get to where you can do 10 chin ups with weight hanging from your waist. Body weight dips. Heavy, you want to get thick, like I was at my peak? Start doing deadlifts. How many people do you see doing deadlifts, really heavy deadlifts that are small? If they are, they're not eating enough. You do deadlifts you get bigger. Simple as that. Why do you think world's strongest men are so big? JMP, do the thug shake. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Yo, what's good? Anakin66. JMP, how old are you? Are you younger? 112 pounds? How tall are you? How old are you? I make exercise for my face to look more younger. Thanks, man. I'm not in the best shape of my life. After my surgery a couple years ago, I couldn't lift for 2 years, but I'm all right. For a 40-year-old, I think I'm doing okay. But again, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm someone who trains other people. I'm a coach. I'm a coach and an entrepreneur, but I was very skinny in high school, so I know what it's like when you can't put on size. So I've personally gone through that journey. And as someone who's a natural athlete, someone who doesn't use gear, I can give you some tips that help me. My joints are good. My joints are good. Um, I had surgery. I had surgery. So I served in the military and I got hurt. So I was in the Navy for 10 years over here. So when I was in the Navy, I had a little injury, kind of messed up my back, and then later on hurt it. So ended up tearing an SI joint in my back. Not related to weightlifting. Weightlifting actually helped me come back stronger, believe it or not. So 34, 5'3". Oh, I have absolutely, Anakin. I have absolutely thought about juicing up. I have thought many times what I would look like all juiced up on steroids and stuff. But the thing about it is, I don't think it's worth for me to take steroids unless I'm going to make a lot of money. If somebody said, "Hey, Chris, I'm going to let you take a bunch of steroids and you're going to make a lot of money," I'd be like, "How much money and how much is this going to take off my life?" And I would think about it. But if there's not an opportunity, like just to take steroids just to go to the gym and impress other people is stupid. Like, I'm telling you, if you just get stronger and you drink milk and you eat peanut butter and you do heavy ass weight, like 5 reps, 6 to 8 reps, singles, weighted pull ups, you will get big and strong. So, oh, the Anatoly guy. Oh, yeah, my moderators sometimes do that. So, JMP, if you want to get bigger, the first thing is start eating more. If you're 5'3", a little bit shorter, so you probably have shorter arms and shorter legs. So you can probably remember I'm 6'4", so when I do like a press, see how far I have to move the weight. When you have shorter arms, you don't have to move it as far. So if you're 5'3", dude, do full body workouts every other day. Do this for 30. Do this for a month. Full body workouts every other day, focusing on weighted pull ups. Train your back and your legs and your shoulders. Do some arms and chest, yeah, but focus on your back and your legs. That's where all the meat of your body is. Learn to do full body movements, train hard, and train every other day. The days in between, eat and rest. Peanut butter, bagels, whole milk, whole eggs, fruits and veg, yogurt, cottage cheese, potatoes, boom. That's your program. Yeah, but here's the thing. If someone's lifting heavy stuff, it also depends on how they're eating, right? Well, what you'd want to do, Patrick, there's something called BPC 157. It's a peptide. Go to your doctor and say, "Hey, it'll help you regrow the ligaments in your shoulders." I know some guys at the gym who are older. And here's the thing. So here's the thing. So BPC 157 That is a peptide, and you can get your doctor's prescription. That will help you with your ligament growth. Look, if the doctor says you need something, follow your doctor. But don't just go take stuff like me. I do not have to take anything to keep my size, right? And I'm not as big as I used to be. And guys, I'm telling you, this last couple months, I started to lift a little bit heavier and I put on 25 pounds. And the way I did it was all I did was eat and train every other day. The reason people stay small is they kind of train every day. It's not how your body works. Look at John Merrick. Have any of you guys ever heard of Charles Atlas? Charles Atlas, anybody ever heard of him? Right? You know the Atlas, you know the guy that has the world and he's what they give all the bodybuilders? That's John Merrick. He had one of the greatest physiques. He never lost a competition he ever went in. He was on an Olympic weightlifting team. He trained 3 days a week and he ate a bunch of fish, a bunch of meat, a bunch of milk, and a bunch of eggs. And days in between when he wasn't weightlifting, he stretched and worked on his mobility. Train like an athlete, not a juiced up bodybuilder. That is my best advice to you. Now, if you have low testosterone and a doctor says you want to use it, go for it. If your joints hurt, BPC 157, I have friends that use that. That's cool. But if you train less often, like every other day, and you give your body more time to rest and you slowly build your strength and then you still stretch, your body is capable of a lot more than you need, than you probably realize. You know what I mean? 4 inches in Sydney and 4 inches in Kanye West. And are you moving forward or back? So you're 4 inches in Sydney Sweeney and Kanye West is, I don't know. I'm not going to be in that situation. I'm pretty sure I can, I'm pretty sure I'm stronger than both of them. So they'll probably be bending to my will. Athlete for sure. Yeah. Train like an athlete, dude. Like sprinting is the one thing. I am 235 pounds at 6'4", okay, and I've had surgeries. I can sprint on the treadmill. I sprint faster than the 20-year-olds on the treadmill. They sit there and they do this. Look, don't go to the gym and walk on the damn treadmill. That just nothing pisses me off more than someone who goes to the gym to walk on the treadmill. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're better off sitting there in a plank position on the ground and holding your body. Okay? Don't do that. What is this? Okay. Well, okay, so maybe you know more about that. If it's not FDA approved, I don't know. But I know people at the gym that have told me their doctors have given them BPC 157. Maybe they're lying to me. I don't know. But I will say this, if you're not drinking and you're not smoking, right, and you're actually going through full ranges of motion, and now, for example, when I do a full body workout, the first 20 minutes of my routine is mobility work. I do rollouts, I stretch, I get into a cold sweat. My first 20, 30 minutes of working out is moving my hips, moving my shoulders, and I'm preparing like I'm about to play a football game. So prepare your body to be able to move, get a cold sweat. Once you're there, then go hit the heavy movement hard, get it done, and then get the hell out of the gym and go do something else. Don't spend all day in the gym. Now, if you do full body workouts, sometimes my workout could get up to 2 hours, maybe 2.5. But that's because I'm doing my entire body like an athlete. And I know the next day I'm resting. And I've usually eaten a couple meals before I go in. So there's a lot of variables that kind of go into it, but train like an athlete. Sometimes. Listen, look, something is better than nothing, but all I'm saying is if you had to go to the gym to get on the treadmill, look, I guess if you're training for a bodybuilding show and you're trying to get shredded and do all that, maybe you do, but It would make more sense just to go outside with a weighted vest and go walk. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me to go to the gym to walk on a treadmill. Something is better than nothing, but I don't know a single athlete that does that. That's just my opinion. So, yeah. Bun B. Hey, it's Bun. Hey, what's up, Bun Bun? Fish, I like his fish sometimes. Well, shit, you looking at my cam? No, I'm not looking at your cam, dude. I just know, I've trained a lot of people in my life. I've trained a few hundred people. So it's like I know what people do. And I used to drink and I used to smoke and I know how it affected my body. And I've noticed that people who have joint problems and issues and chronic diseases in their digestive tract, I just, you know, I've trained enough people in my life to kind of pick up on things in my humble opinion. But this guy said, I'm drinking and smoking when I work out at home. Yeah, I do, brother. See, here's the thing. When you drink, it dehydrates your body. Okay. I mean, and smoking, look, if you're smoking cigarettes, you're just wrong. Use nicotine pouches. I personally think nicotine is good for the body. I don't use it, but all the studies show that nicotine helps the brain. If someone has dementia and you put nicotine in their body, it makes their nerves fire more efficiently. So the issue isn't the nicotine, the issue is the 100 plus carcinogens in the cigarette. That is the issue. So, no cigarettes. If you're going to smoke, get you some tobacco and put it in a pipe, or get you some nicotine patches if you want. Right. All studies show that nicotine is, I want to call it's like a I won't say it's a neurotransmitter, but all studies show that nicotine, I mean, Albert Einstein had a pipe and he was pretty damn smart. A lot of smart thinkers have used nicotine. So now I think if you don't put in any nicotine, like my humble opinion is this: if you don't smoke and you don't drink, you feel better. There's other ways to take nicotine or THC. Some people like that, CBD. Some people enjoy that. Me, I never felt better. My body functioned better when I put more fruit, veggies, water, more high octane fuel, whole eggs, peanut butters, bagels, breads, rices, pastas, fruits and vegetable, lots of good water. My body performed better when I put that in my body. So because of that, that's what I try to teach. Yeah. So I'd say this: biking is great because okay, so what can you do on a bicycle, John? You can do RPMs for those who don't know. RPMs is rounds per minute, or you can do wattage. If you get your ass and you put on a bicycle and you start pedaling, warm up obviously, but you get to where you can put more wattage, more power output, that's great. My philosophy in training is getting the body to produce more power. Force equals mass times acceleration. F equals ma. So if you take a light weight on bench press and you do lightweight like this, there's something every now and then, but if you get to where you can ba 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 ba, come on girl, woo, it's like wah, and like you see how I get into that zone, bam bam. You got to be able to switch that switch on in your head and be able to go. Training your body to move faster and be more powerful directly coordinates to your body's endocrine system. You secrete more hormones when you move faster. That's why when you sprint and you run and you sprint, your body just stays looking so tight. So biking is great. Now, I also think there's a time and place to go slow and controlled, especially with lighter weight when you're going through deeper ranges of motion. But that's more for the therapy in your joints, right? You got to understand every exercise and every session, sometimes you're going to be lifting powerful and strong. Sometimes you're going to be lifting light. Sometimes you're going to be different ranges of motion. Yeah. Yeah. Just warm up. Yo, Raymond, what's up? What's up? So I guess we're turning into a fitness podcast today. You guys kind of got me in the mode now. Yeah. Yeah, and what I mean by warming up is like, take some weights. I have these right here. So this is my gym bag, right? So this is my gym bag. So for me, in my gym bag, I have all sorts of tools in here. I've got like a We the People belt. I've got straps. I don't always recommend straps, but it's good to have them. I got a muffin that's been smashed in half. Obviously, it's not good, but here's something, guys. Let me teach you something that you may actually like. Let me teach you a secret to the gym. This is a muffin that's been smashed in half. This is a bag of raisins. This is your pre-workout. Smash down raisins before you train. Right? Show us the oil. No oil in there, brother. Raisins. Guys, if you guys think I'm on steroids, you have no faith in what the human body can do. I'm 6'4", 235 pounds, and I'm 40 years old. I'm kind of large, but I'm not like, you see someone who's juiced up at the gym, you'll know it. I know because I go to a gym with NPC competitors and record-holding powerlifters, and I know exactly who the juice heads are, and they make me look small. It is what it is, but it's the Apex gym in the area. So it is what it is. But, they make me look small when they're all pumped up and stuff, but realistically, when we're just standing there side by side, I'm as big as some of them guys are, especially when I'm actually lifting heavy. Because I train like an athlete. They're more shredded than I am, but get you a band. Like when I say warm up your shoulders, I mean do like this, like 50 times, boom, boom. Roll out on the ground, right? Actually learn how to do a mobility warm-up routine like an athlete, like a wrestler. Get your body primed, get a sweat, and get ready to treat your work in the gym like it's an athletic event. Like you're about to do a football game or a baseball game, or you're about to go before a basketball game. You warm up, start doing that, but for your lifts, man. And then get stronger at some of your lifts. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Bun. What is this? Somebody, I haven't checked my Instagram. Somebody, let me check you lying your ass off. Who's this? And we're back. Yeah, you lying your ass off. You didn't message me on my Instagram. I just checked it. You didn't message me, no? You liar. You lying your ass off. Nah. Later. So Bumby, 1 pound of protein per pound of body weight. Listen, if you want to be big and strong, don't worry about your protein. But Chris, you need protein. You need to get all your amino acids because there's studies that look. Yes, you need protein. But protein is not the end of the world. What you need is calories. You don't really need to get a lot of protein until you want to get lean. If you want to get shredded and lean, yeah, up your protein. But when you eat more carbs and you eat more fats, you don't need as much protein. You can utilize more protein. Think of it like this. Yeah, I'm wearing Space Jam. Oh, did you? Yeah, Chib, I'll check the Instagram here in a little bit. But yeah, I got this from a Goodwill for like $2. This was $2 invested from a Goodwill because I still shop at thrift stores because before I started making a little bit more money in life and made my business and stuff, I was homeless. So I still shop and still have that mentality of always trying to save money and being thrifty. I don't care if right now somebody dropped $10 million in my account, I would still be shopping at the same places. I would still be driving the same car. I would take that money and I would invest it and buy things that appreciate. That's actually one of the things I talk about on this channel is getting appreciating assets, not depreciating assets. You know what I mean? What we got here? Yeah, $2. Yeah, $2 is a good deal, dude. Requests. Yeah, nobody messaged me on my IG. Just so you know. My Instagram is America United 1776. So if you guys want to message me on that, we can set up a consult. Like if you actually want me to write you a training program, I'll write you a training program. I'll help you do all of that. Hell, I'll even write out your macros and do all that. But what I would prefer is just ask the question on here and then send me a donation through YouTube. You go to the top of my YouTube channel, right? There's a link up there, and at the very top of my channel, there'll be a picture of me at a poker table, right, where I did a tournament, a big tournament, and got an article about me. And there's a Venmo link. You click on that, there's a Venmo link. Feel free to donate. If not, no big deal. Yeah. I haven't tested my max bench for a while. Probably right now, probably only around 315. Not a huge bench. Not huge. I care more about my deadlift strength than my bench. However, how do I say this? Benching for me has always been tough. So I've never been a really good bencher. But I think right now I could probably get between 315 and 335. I can do 225 for a bunch of reps. But because I'm older now, like almost 40, I'm going for strength and speed. Bam, bam, bam. So speed. I know if I take away the barbell and I use one of the machines, I can do like 5 plates, 6 plates. So, but I was never a great bencher. I still want to be stronger in my bench, but I'm just not someone who's naturally a good bencher. I was naturally a good deadlifter. So because I was better at deadlifting put more size on me. So I can take, 400 or 500 pounds and I can put it behind my back and I can pull. At my peak, I had a 700-pound deadlift. That was years ago. I'm not as big as I used to be. But, the whole thing is this too. Lifting heavy weights, getting stronger, and moving your body faster. Lighter weight faster is not bad either. Nice. So you compete in powerlifting. There you go. I would consider it, yes. I don't drink and I don't smoke. I would consider TRT if the doctor said my levels were low. But I don't think my testosterone levels are low. I feel like they're pretty high. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I get a lot of sleep. And I feel good. So it's kind of like, unless the doctor said this was going to kill me, maybe I would consider it. But I think food and eating good food and not drinking and smoking and getting a lot of sleep, I think that keeps your test levels naturally higher. You know what I mean? Yes. Stocks, I do. Thunderclap packs. Yes. My average screen time, a shit ton. A shit ton. Yeah. So it's a lot. But because I also work in my office here, so because I'm in my office environment over here, I probably am on the screen more than I want. But I take breaks. I go outside. What do I say? I get sunlight, and I try to lift as heavy as I can or as fast as I can, right? But this year I kind of wanted to get, it's funny you talked about my bench. I want to get to where I can do the 150-pound dumbbells again for some reps, for like maybe 8 to 10 reps. I want to get to where I can do the 150 dumbbells again. Kind of a goal I've had, but I got injured a few years ago too, and took some time off, and especially with business this year, I can only train like 3 days a week. So we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. Right now, I'm working on weighted pull-ups, sprints, behind the back deadlifts, and dumbbell bench. Those are kind of like my main lifts. And all I care about when I go to the gym is that those numbers go up. As long as those numbers go out, I get stronger. What are your tattoos? My tattoos, I got them from all over the place. Kaylin, I'm going to name a DS3 carry after you. There you go. Sometimes, but hey, Chib, when it comes to my sleep, this is something I take before bed. It's GABA and L-theanine. As long as I take this, I get REM sleep. I'll show it to you. This is something I recommend you guys. So I take GABA with magnesium, B6, and B12. It's nervous system support. Because I'm on the computer so much. Yep. Because I take, basically because I'm on the screen so much. There we go. B6, B12, magnesium, GABA, L-theanine. Yep. So this right here is very important. So I find that if you're going to be staring at a computer or doing like business like I do all day, one of the things that, I mean, sleep is important. And I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress. So you see this right here? I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress. This mattress was like $5,000, right? So I have a mattress where I have all these settings and stuff, vibrating and all that. So for me, it's super important to get sleep. Most people don't realize just how much sleep affects your performance and your recovery. So, good question though. There we go. Yep. GABA hits the gabapentin receptor, which is and it's got magnesium and stuff in it. So for me, pretty simple. It would be if you train heavy and you train explosively like an athlete, it's very important to take care of your nervous system, because the nervous system is where your strength comes from, not your muscle. Muscles are good for certain strength, but for power output, it's your nervous system. It's all your nervous system. It's like a circuitry system in a house. You know what I mean? Day grinder. Yeah, sure. Why not? That's fine. Yeah. Oh, what the heck? What did I just do? Oh, there we go. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, day grinder. That sounds good. Shout out. Feel free to have a little shout out from time to time. Um, yeah. By the way, make a video, day grinder, and send a tag to me. And anyways, make a video and put a tag in there, and I'll do my best when I see it in my feed. I'll do my best to go in there and help you. I know you said you got 6 subscribers now. I hope your channel grows more than mine, right? Yo, guys, I already understand that. Cool. Yeah, so you got to remember, right now I've got about 1.7 thousand messages and comments in my back office. I've gotten through most of them. So once I get completely up to date, I go into every one. And if most of you guys are younger than I am and y'all are starting your channel. So if I can help you guys grow your channel, it's the least that I can do. You know, I'm not the best editor and I don't have all the best content, but what I do leverage, where did you deploy from? You talking to me? You just put an at, like you put an at symbol like this. You could put like at, like, you see how if I put a name like this, it says day grinder. Yeah, absolutely. You just put the at symbol, which is shifting to, and then you put my name in there, which is Founding Fathers 1776. Pretty simple. But guys, looks like we had a little chat here. So, I mean, there's only so much to talk about when it says get big or get lean in nutrition. But, I always talk about this idea. Oh, no, you good. Hey, look, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Look, even Albert Einstein once said, you cannot judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. Shout out to a few books I recommend. Worst case scenario. There's actually I have a good baseball book over here too. It was the comeback story of, oh, where is it? The Dave Burbeck. Somebody was talking about this book the other day. America's Original History. Where did I put that? Speed reading. I guess I put that book somewhere else. So, all right, the Big Book of Unusual Knowledge. The Prince by Machiavelli. All right. So let us, technology and inventions. Okay. The first balloon considered fit for flight was invented by French paper makers Joseph Michel and Jacques Etienne Montgolfier. I brutalized his name. It was 1782. The brothers discovered that a silk bag would float to the ceiling of their homes when filled with hot air. So on April 25th, 1783, they successfully landed a hot air-filled silk balloon. Later that year, their balloon carried a sheep, a duck, and a rooster in the air. Funny, October 15th. That's a great day. That's when Nietzsche was born, and I was born there too. October 15th marked another landmark for hot air balloon flight in France. Interesting. The Americans have need of the telephone, but we do not. We have plenty of messenger boys. That was written in 1876 by Sir William Preece. We don't sound like their sound, and guitar music is on the way. That was the Beatles in 1962 Decca recording. Margaret Thrasher has one. It will be years, not in my time, before a woman will become prime minister. Interesting. Yeah, this is a book I got. It's the Book of Unusual Knowledge. The Book of Unusual Knowledge. There is no desire more natural than the desire for knowledge. Michel de Montaigne. Yep. Oh, yeah. And for those who are asking about the stock market, I'll give you guys a golden gem. How to Make Money in the Stock Market by William O'Neill. Now, I'm going to give you guys a free tip. By the way, do you like my silk scarves I collected? Got those over the years. How to Make Money in Stocks. William J. O'Neill. He has Investors Daily. That's a really good website. If I was going to start investing in stocks from the beginning, I would go to Investors Business Daily and I would look up that and I would pay attention to this book. You don't have to really pay attention to it, but if I was going to start investing again, that might be a book I pay attention to. So, okie dokie. So, on that note, I think all good things must come to an end. Yes, sir. Very nice. Anything with purple is my favorite. Purple is the color of rock and royalty. Very good. Haha, Cameron. Yeah. Well, the thing was, I've got these scarves because they're made of silk, and I just wanted my room to kind of like, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to have a feel. So I got this like Apache blanket. It was like handcrafted or what do you call it? What do they do to these blankets? They sewn. This is like a really expensive one. It's worth like 5 or 6 grand. So I try to keep my room kind of like, artistic. Like I even got this stuff like here. Like when I was in Afghanistan, a priest gave me this hat. When I went to China, I drew this. This is a cup that's actually right here. This cup right here is actually made of pure 0.999 ounces Troy silver. And it's actually was handcrafted in Fushan. And you're supposed to drink water out of it and it keeps your water pure. Right? So I got lots of stuff. Like it's literally pure crafted 999 ounce silver. So got a lot of cool stuff. Just yeah. You guys, I knew like music theory. Got all the letters from all the kids that wrote to me when I was in Afghanistan. This is music theory. I drew these when I was in China. That's what the pots look like. And I was on a boat, so I hand sketched some stuff. So I try to keep my office in here kind of fun because it's those little things. And I got my magnets for my business cards. I got 1,000 of these. So these are a magnet I got on Amazon. I remember, Tina. So I've got some business cards coming in, and you take the business card and you can just stick it on the front of this magnet. It's an adhesive strip. So when I go to my clients and I pitch them for the insurance that I sell, I'll leave one of these on. The best thing you can do, especially for people that need Medicare, it's the greatest product in the world. People need Medicare, so I help them get it. Take a business card, put it on here, stick it on their fridge. They never forget you. Tino, sadly passed away. Really? Well, are you a vet? I am not a vet. Oh, see, when you said vet, I thought you meant like a veterinarian. Because actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to be a lot of things, but it was a time because I really like taking care of animals, and I grew up on a farm. I really wanted to be a veterinarian. So when you said vet, I was thinking like a veterinarian. But you mean veteran. No, I am a veteran. No, that's fine. It's just like that's what I was thinking. I was thinking veteran, like I was thinking like taking care of animals like a vet. You got to remember, guys, everybody has had a different experience in life, and the best thing that you can do in your life is, oh my God, they in football, he got struck by lightning. That's crazy. Yeah, this is some time when I served. How do you see that we have the same boat? How do you see that we have the same book? Well, you can make a post. You could go to your Instagram, or you're not Instagram. You could send me through the Instagram, America United 1776. You can make a post on YouTube. If you make a post on YouTube, you could say, hey, here's a book. You can make a post and then tag me, Founding Fathers. So, yep. So we're going on almost 2 hours, guys. And now it's time for bed. So I am going to get ready for bed and take 2 more of my GABAs. Rest in peace, Tino. Well, just remember this. The best thing you can do for one of your friends is to live for them. Hmm. For those of you who think I'm bald, do I look bald? I'm not bald. I actually almost never wear hats. But for some reason, every time I wear this ice cream, this hat is ice cream. It's a local business. The local business is Cone Crazy, and they gave me a hat, so I wore it on stream. And I'm hoping that maybe the hat brings me good luck because they have an ice cream shop and they give me free ice cream. It's crazy how when you're nice to people and you buy stuff from them, it's amazing how much free stuff you get from people who like just appreciate you. All right, but we got to eat one thing before bed because I'm getting hungry. I literally got this yesterday. I ate this whole thing in a day. What's 200 times 14? 2,000? I ate an extra 2,000 calories the last day just from this. It's cashew butter. Oh my God. Oh, I eat all day, especially on days in between the gym. I usually eat more on the days I don't train in the gym. Days that I train, I'll eat a little bit, but it's usually the day before. I like to eat a lot of food the day before and after I train. And the day that I'm in the gym, I usually drink more liquid. Because remember, the food that you eat needs time to digest. So the day before you go to the gym, all those carbs and fats, that's more important to eat. So like on your days off, that's when you should eat more food. And on days that you train, you eat less food. I know it sounds crazy, but try that. The days that you're, think about it. You know, the days that you're training, you still want to eat those days. You still want to, but I find the days that I train, because I do full body workouts, I do like a lot of heavy lifting, I feel better when I'm more hydrated. But the day before, I load up on food. Yeah, sure. That's a great thing. If you're going to the gym more often, that's great. If you go to the gym because it makes you feel better, I say I'm going to bed and then I start talking again, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you're going to the gym, like for real, and it makes you feel better, that's great. Go to the gym, stay physically active. I would say, though, when it comes to strength training, if you want to get bigger, like bigger and stronger is your goal, I think full bodies every other workout, every other day, put more mass on the body, just get you bigger and thicker. Days in between your full body workouts, you can work on, I don't know, conditioning, light conditioning, mobility, stretching. But if you do full body workouts and you do them athletically, you should be doing things through full ranges of motion anyways. You should train like an athlete. Train like an athlete, not a bodybuilder. Yeah, if you're just trying to stay fit, that's fine. Train every day. But keep in mind, the older you get, the harder it is to stay strong. So I think, Chris, please untime Kaylin. How do I do that? Teach me. Untime? I am go. I am go. Okay. Ban Gene. So Day Grinder, I didn't even pay attention to the chat. Why did Day Grinder do that? Oh, sweet. So yeah. So you're older than I am. So I'm almost 40. But yeah. So I guess what I would say is this. Train which makes you feel better. I'm not necessarily just training to feel better. I am working on getting stronger for a period of time. But if all I was doing, like I do something physical every day. I think stretching and yoga and body control. Like think about a gymnast. Think about days when you're not in the gym doing body movements like on the floor, like doing positions and turning and twisting. I like to do those types of movements, and on and in probably 3 days a week, maybe four, I like to do athletic power movements with weights. Um, but at the end of the day, that's what I do. That doesn't mean that's what you should do. One of the topics, though, for this video, I put a poll out. Yeah, ask Chris for advice. That's what we do. I mean, all sorts of stuff. I'll give you an honest opinion. Look, sometimes you just need someone to give you an honest opinion so you can have an unbiased perspective. Because here's the thing, guys. So many times in life, you ask people, and if they're in your circle, what do people typically do? They tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. I'm someone who's going to tell you what I believe you need to hear at this time right now. And if I hurt your feelings, um, that's your fault because I'm not going to be mean. Um, I may be a little bit stern with you, but I'm going to treat you as if you're one of my friends. And, that's is what it is. Hey, Cameron, maybe I should make since Cameron's my main moderator, maybe we should say, yeah, Kaylin, old mother truckers be wanting to live longer to work more. Well, wait, maybe you want to live longer to live more. If you do a business that makes residual income, you don't have to work your whole life. Keep that in mind. If you buy things like index funds or annuities, typically, if you put money in the US economy and you pull interest and you don't buy things that depreciate, you don't have to work your whole life. You can build a nest egg and you can put enough money in that so then you don't have to work your whole life. It is. Yeah, so look, staying healthy is obviously great. I want to stay healthy, and the reason I train is to stay strong. Um, I think being big, strong, and feeling good is a great reason to work out. So, to each their own. That's why there's that's why there's menus at restaurants because not everybody likes spaghetti and not everybody likes steak. I like steak, you like spaghetti, that's okay. That's true. Cameron Porter has a great point there. It is only because of the trolls and their massive amounts of comments that the algorithm helps us. So we want the trolls to be able to express themselves. If they get out of line, maybe silence them for 30 or 60 seconds like Cameron does. Cameron is the main moderator. I expect you guys to follow him the best. That's why he is the main moderator. Yep. Many of the Gen Zs are obese, yes. Now, how do we fix that? It's a tough question. I don't know how to fix it. You have to show someone the value. The best thing that you can do is to tell someone to go work and volunteer at a hospice center for a few months. Tell them to go to a hospice area and look at people as they age. I have learned more from volunteering in nursing homes. My sister is a hospice nurse, travel nurse. I have learned a lot from seeing people in their late stages of life. So I have empathy and see how important it is to stay strong. So one of the things about training is this. When you train, you want to have, hi, what's up, Bang Bang Boogie? Yep, and we're at 47. So one of the things is your grip strength. When you train, make sure you have a strong grip. You should be able to hang from a pull-up bar for at least a minute. I mean, I'm 240 pounds and I can hang 235. I can hang from a pull-up bar for a minute, right? Can you hold your body up? Can you move your body? Okay. Then, other than hanging and moving your body, can you move fast? Can you? How fast can you move? Right? The ability to move fast keeps your nervous system in check. Your grip strength. Also, your total output, how fast you can move. Then there's something called your bone density. Bone density is when you can hold heavy weight and external weight like on your spine. Bone density, grip strength, force output, VO2 capacity. These are the things you want to train in the gym. Not just your biceps, bro. Hey, bro, your biceps are the most important muscle in your body, not your heart, bro. Yeah. Now, hey, Boogie, Cameron. God bless to 2A. Maverick. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, that was actually, for me, it was the opposite. I always had big legs and a big back because I focused on deadlifts and I grew up on a farm where I was throwing hay. So I always had a bigger lower body. Like my legs are still pretty large now. My legs and back have always been big. So yeah. But keep in mind, there's different genetics. So depending on your muscle insertion, some people just have small legs, small calves. However, I believe if you learn to train your legs properly, they can get bigger. Interestingly enough, your calves are considered your second heart muscles in your body. So your calves help pump blood back down from your toes back up. So your calves and the strength of your calves are super important for longevity. Cameron, if I'm not mistaken, you're the managing moderator. No, Cameron, you're the managing moderator, and all the other moderators are standard moderators. I have kept you as the managing moderator, just so you know, since you've been my longest, most consistent moderator, and you do a great job. Let's go. Let's go, Chad. 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 Let's go. Let's go, Chad. Let's go. All right. Marco Bloom, it said, hey, man, if you are reading this, I need to get something off my chest. I hope you're actually going to say something that actually will mean something. Who want to raid a stream with me? There you go. Raid a stream. Come raid mine. Yeah, what's up, Bloom? You actually got my attention, man. So if you want to troll me, you're going to get your chance. But I'll actually try to listen to you if you could. Not trolling you? Okay. Cool. Marco, appreciate that. What's up? I don't think I'm a nice person. I do not think I'm nice. I think I'm a good, respectable man, but not very nice. Jesus. All right. So I am a good man with honor and integrity, and I do my best, but I do not think I'm nice. Being nice is bad in the world because being nice lets people run over you. You should be stern and be strong. A jar of cornstarch with a spoon. It's the wildest stuff I've seen tonight, and I don't know what to do. Go do some push-ups and pull-ups. That's what I would recommend. With all that pent-up energy, you should do two things. Either do something very physically exhausting or something super creative. And I mean that. If you have pent up energy from seeing something, you don't know what to do, okay, you could try to calm yourself down, do some stretching, or if you're just raging, go do some push ups or pull ups, go for a sprint, okay? Well, you have to warm up first for a good sprint, but do that, or do something creative. Take a pen and paper and start drawing, or come to a great chat live on YouTube like with this, and then what you can do is you can post to it, and then you can talk to me, and then I'll make you feel better. or make you feel worse, one of the two. Isn't cornstarch bad? Um, I don't know. I don't think anything's bad or anything's good. It's all about the amount. Cornstarch is in a lot of food. Cornstarch helps you make grits, and grits are pretty yummy. I do like some grits. Love me some damn grits now. So I don't think cornstarch is that bad. I said I was going to bed, and here I am. It's almost midnight, and I'm still on the chat. Are you not entertained? Solid advice. Well, it's pretty simple. People come online to do crazy stuff to get views and to make money. And it's very interesting because I don't watch any other streamers. I have no idea what other people do on their stream. I simply come here and talk and engage. And pretty sure that everyone has told me I'm an idiot and that this will never work, which is fine. Maybe that's true. But I think that having an actual conversation with someone that actually cares is harder than it is to do something silly online. Because some people will just do something very unique. They'll use editing tools. But how many people are not using AI? How many people are just raw and give you their genuine personality and just putting it out there online? And giving you advice that's actually like an uncle or a brother. Kind of think of me like, sometimes people go to their mentor or they go to their pastor at their church. I kind of want to be that for you guys, but not be associated with any form of religion or anything. Just a person here to help if I can. You look like an Epstein type of guy. Oh, right. Thanks for that compliment. Can we speak about politics here? So I try to keep race, religion, and politics out of it. I am a patriot, I would prefer to talk about things like mindset, how to keep your emotions at bay, what to do when you're stressed, depression, suicide, how to build a business. Try to keep it more like that. Yes, exactly. See, Cameron says like Big Brother, you know, Big Brother mentor vibes type of thing. Yeah. And a lot of times I notice because it's founding fathers. So I don't want people to forget about the United States and forget about the founding fathers and America. And I wanted that type of name. It really doesn't have, you would think this would be about politics and being that way, but it's more about, like Cameron said, it's more about being a brotherhood. It's more about trying to be like an uncle or a brother, just to give you some advice, man. Like, there's nothing that you can ask me on this channel that I won't give you my opinion about. I've had a lot of life experience in a lot of different ways, probably more than most of you can fathom. You know, anything from addiction to prostitutes to serving the country, growing up in the church, 15-year-old mother. I mean, you name it, I have lived a crazy, wild, exciting, sinful, joyful, loving, mistaking, conquering life with all sorts of ups and downs. And I simply want to help you guys. Right? What's this? It's a wonderful name. Thank you for that. Native Americans, my opinion is, I feel like Native Americans maybe got the short end of the stick. I love my country, right? But it seems like in history, people conquer other people. So, do I feel bad that the Native Americans got the short end of the stick? Yes. I wasn't there, so I don't really know what happened. And one of the things I've learned in life is no matter what happens, what's written in history books is not always the truth. I mean, the people who win war write the stories of the future. So just because something is written down in a book doesn't mean that it's true. And oftentimes there's always two sides to a story. So I think that I don't think anybody really knows anything in the world. I don't think we know anything. I think I mean, you think about it. There's always winners and losers. Sometimes the winners are the good guys, sometimes the winners are the bad guys, and vice versa with the losers. We have some documentations and we have things that are written that we read, but at the end of the day, just think of the internet and everything that's on the internet and how much bullcrap that you have to filter to find true knowledge. And then think about that same concept, but then instead of being on a computer, think about it being on books and in handwritten documents. We don't know anything in the world. Like I came to conclusion in my life to where I just stopped thinking about so many things because we're never going to know the answer to so many things. So all we can focus on is what we're working on now and find something that we believe in and pursue that with all the energy that we have. You know what I mean? Good evening, Jimmy White. Welcome back. Yes, absolutely. Mimi. Yeah, I think so many people waste so much energy on thinking, and I do the same thing. So many people waste so much energy on things that are out of their control, right? Like, I don't know what goes on in God's mind. So why am I like, I know some people who come into my chat and they think that they understand God. And maybe they do. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But what I believe is I am a finite. I am a very short lived expression in this world. And I'm never going to understand an infinite world, an infinite God. I'm not going to understand that. And once I stopped trying to be on a tribe or be right or be wrong, I just had so much more freedom. I think about a lot of things deeply, right? But if if I'm trying to figure out something that has no definitive answer, how much energy am I wasting on that? I could be putting that energy into something else. You going to make some food? What is a constitutionalist? Mimi, what is a constitutionalist? I don't want to go Google it or put it in chat. What do you mean? I do believe the Constitution giving power to the people is a very brilliant document. Although I don't think that the Constitution in recent years has been upheld, so I don't like that. I do consider myself a proud American. I'm proud of our heritage, right? So, um, I do support. Well, put it this way. I was a United States sailor and I support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, and I told those I would obey those of the orders appointed above me. I represent the fighting spirit of the Navy and those who have gone before me to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I proudly serve my country's Navy combat team with honor, courage, and commitment. I am committed to excellence and the fair treatment of all. Yes, I guess you could say that I took an oath many years ago to support and defend the Constitution and obey the orders appointed above me. And you know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So I do think you kind of have to stand for something. But just because you stand for something doesn't mean you stop learning about other things. Yeah, the parties, again, race, religion, and politics. I always say let's not talk about this stuff, but the Constitution is very important. It's a document that gives power to the people. And I do believe that the power in the people is a good idea. However, I've also have come to realize that the older I get, no, Mimi, you're fine. Um, the older I get, the more it's clear to me that as much as I love my country and I want the Constitution to live on, nothing in this world is going to live on. It's like, I'm not a nihilist. Um, I do kind of believe in an objective morality, but
I'm very aware. I'm very aware that nothing that we do is going to live on forever. I'm very aware of that. I have a super conscious, how do I say this? I have a deep understanding consciously that nothing that I do is going to matter in the long run in this world because everything's going to die. Everything's going to just die eventually. You know, literally, the people who were living 1,000 years ago, they're not remembered. Maybe some people are in books. So I love my country. I support the Constitution. I want things to be better for everyone else, but I still have a deep understanding. Well, that's actually, that's a great point. Ayush, that's actually a really good question. So the question is, I do believe we're all connected somehow. I think we're almost like a mold. That not in a bad way, but or a fungus in the sense that like we have a collective consciousness, a uniform consciousness somehow. He says if that's the case, then why do anything at all? I think about that a lot. I've actually gone outside for days at a time, not be productive, and just sat and thought about that same question. I sat outside one time for 3 days, just staring at a piece of grass. And I used to think about this stuff all the time. Why do anything? And I guess it's kind of like this. You could go out and you could isolate yourself from society, and you could probably get closer to the divine. If you go off by yourself and you live out in nature by yourself, you will get closer to God. I do believe that. Henry David Thoreau talked about that. Muhammad talked about that. Jesus talked about that. Buddha talked about that. A lot of wise sages have talked about going into the wilderness, right? And I guess it's why should we do anything at all? The more that we do in our present, the more we learn. And the more we learn, there's something about learning new things that add to the experiences of consciousness. And that's kind of would be my answer. So, yes, I apologize. We're getting into some deep thinking territory. And these are things that these are not easy questions. These are big questions. The difference between me and a lot of other philosophers are I don't pretend to know, right? I don't pretend to know the answer. I'm not someone who can say, this is what I know. My brain doesn't work that way. But what I do know is if people used more love and less hate, the world would be a better place. And I think if everyone sat around and did nothing, the world would probably actually be a better place because there wouldn't be capitalism, there wouldn't be the pursuance of money. This wouldn't be what we pursued. But then the issue comes to where why are there some crazy people who seek power and want to control everyone else? So sitting around and doing nothing allows the other people to, the bad people, the people who want to conquer, allows them to conquer more easily. So I feel like if you love other people, you have to do something to protect them. That's a natural instinct. So I think I try to live my life as a protector in a sense where I protect those that I love, very deeply so. It may not, it's different when I'm doing the YouTube and talking to you guys. Um, well, civilization as we know it would fail, but is civilization as we know it, is it is it a bad if it fails? We have a lot of things that we've discovered, and we have comfortable lives. Some of us do, and we should be appreciative of that. But we're not outside. Most people stay on their phone all day. I'm doing a live stream right now. Maybe some of the most uncivilized people living out into the jungle, into the tribes, maybe they are living how we're supposed to live, right? Who's to say because we're in a first world country that we're more civilized? Well, Western mythology, Western theology talks about good versus evil. Now, keep in mind, I lived in Japan for 3 years. So, um, living in Japan for 3 years, I learned how to adapt to their culture because I was put through a program in the military to where I had to understand that in the Asian Pacific, especially the Japanese people, they are more process oriented. They're more process oriented when we in the United States are more result oriented. Not to say that one's right and one's wrong, it's just different. So they believe it's not, and even in China, my ex wife is from Guangzhou, and I visited Guangzhou and Fushan. Oh, no. Well, I'm sorry, Cameron. Hope you can figure that out. Yeah, so yin and yang, they talk about not good versus evil, but it's not good and evil. It's not light and darkness separate. It's two two you could say opposites, but you could say two, they don't really see it as opposites. Two forces in unity. And it's the old it's the same idea. If you don't ever see light, would you recognize dark? And if there was no darkness, would you recognize light? Would you really be able to appreciate happiness without sad, and vice versa? So you think of the United States as being around for a few hundred years, and you think about ancient China and Asian Pacific having years, thousands of years in culture. You try to draw information from everything that you can. What do we got? Some science claims other than Homo sapiens that have been involved, biblically giants or the Nephilim, the sons of God, or the offsprings of fallen angels. Oh, we're definitely one big family. Um, this is where I'm not intelligent enough to understand. I think that just because the Bible says something, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. It doesn't mean that it's false either. I do believe that the Bible was the first book on the Gutenberg press. And because it was the first book massively distributed on the Gutenberg press, it definitely is going to have more of an outreach. Now, me personally, I do believe in a God. I definitely do. I just don't know if God can be, I don't know if God can be consolidated to one single religious belief. I just don't know if man, because if man can take God and restrict him or her, restrict God to one giant belief or one religion, that is irrational to me. However, it is very interesting that the Christian faith is what basically led to the establishment of the United States. Greek, Aristotle, and Plato formed a republic. They got the objective morality, giving power to the people. If it wasn't for the Christian faith, then that wouldn't have happened. But then you have it's God's chosen people or the Jewish people. So then it's kind of like the people who created the religion and the origin, they're God's chosen people. Then you look at the Talmud and you see how Jewish people are allowed to treat people who are not Jewish. There's a lot of stuff involved with that seems very human constructed. And I will go crazy if I try to, you know, um, so, hmm. Yeah, so I guess in conclusion, what I have come to the conclusion of is this. I don't know if it's good versus evil. I do think there's evil in the world. It seems that way. But sometimes I wonder if the people that are truly evil are evil or they're the effects of what society has caused them to become. Because some people have had such rough lives. I mean, I had a 15-year-old mother. I was beaten when I was earlier. I saw lots of violence. My uncle is a serial killer. My uncle killed my other uncle earlier this year with a knife, and he was in a wheelchair. So I'm surrounded by vicious criminals and people who there's incest in my family. All this is in my family. And for some reason, I turned out the way that I am, and I don't think I'm normal, not crazy. So morality, then there's a thing about objective morality. I do feel like there's an objective morality, but there's right and wrong. But then you look at now, this is something that's going to touch on some people's feelings, but then there's the subject of abortion. Like, you know, is abortion murder? If, what is life? When is life at conception? You see, these are such complicated subjects that I don't think it's just a yes or no. Like, I have my opinion, right? But just because I have my opinion doesn't mean it's right. I think in the United States, why we thrive is we have the ability to discuss things that are hard to talk about, but we do it in a manner where we don't judge each other. That is the ultimate goal, to be able to do that. Watchdog. Watchdog. What is this? Watchdog 2002? Yeah, you're okay, bro. Okay. You're good because you came up from the bed. Well, oh, I don't know if I'm good. I say I do my best to be a good man. I do my best. At the end of the day, that's all we can do is our best. Uh-oh, dropped it. Well, I gave you guys an extra 30 minutes. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another stream. Well, I say tomorrow, later on today. I will say this. We should judge each other less. We should love more instead of hate. And we should have more empathy. I don't understand why people don't have more empathy for one another in this world. You're very welcome. Cameron, before I go, do you think, if Cameron is still here, do you think if I made like a chat, it was called Big Brother chat, I could make we do the coffee talk sometime. What's a good title for my next live? It could be like Big Brother, just so I could talk and actually have a real conversation with some of you guys. What's a couple ideas for that? Hmm. I do think you may have something there. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, maybe coffee talk. I was thinking coffee talk and then put a slash coffee talk slash Big Brother mentorship, maybe. Mentorship 101, maybe one of the two. Oh, I look like an Epstein type guy. Thanks for the compliment, brother.
Appreciate it. You're going to have to try harder than that. Shout out to my trolls. Have a great night, guys. You guys stay good. God bless you all. And I guess the last thing before we go is this. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, I look like an Epstein guy. Apparently. I don't know why. But here is my last piece of advice for you guys on my way out. Okay. Go outside, get quiet, breathe. And at the end of the day, you're very welcome. Find out something and put your energy into it. God bless you all. Wait a second. Which one? You're welcome, Jimmy. What you said on mod that kid? Who are you talking about, Cameron? Yeah. Hey, Stoian, I apologize that you kind of caught the last end of it. I'm going to try to go later today. The please subscribe kid. Yeah, we'll give him one more chance. We'll give him one more chance. But if he keeps asking for it next time, if you can remind me next time, Cameron, and we'll consider that. We'll give him, like I said, it's my fault because I said, hey, you can ask for one time, but that's kind of me just being, for lack of a better word, too nice. But try Battlefield 6. Yeah, I don't play video games. The only playing game that I play, guys, is I play poker in real tournaments. You can look me up, Chris Whitehead Poker. Pretty good game. All right, guys, stay good. See you next time. God bless.